Isaac, creating problems not only here in New Orleans, but across the Gulf Coast.
Isaac's assault has been relentless. Punishing winds, driving rains, pounding New Orleans and the Gulf Coast for a full day, with no signs of easing anytime soon.
There is much more coming.
Rescue teams moved into Plaquemines Parish as the hurricane took on one of its most devastating qualities.
I had more damage for this storm than I did for Katrina, and I rode out Katrina at my home.
The rush of water came quickly.
Just watching the water come up again.
Hundreds scrambled to get to higher ground.
We just got out the back door with the boat, tried to save my next door neighbor. Couldn't happen. The wind was so strong it was pushing the boat the opposite way.
Whipped by those winds, floodwaters started to swallow homes.
Everything washed away. We had nothing.
And then entire neighborhoods.
The water kept coming up. I got 10 foot of water easy.
Up and down the coast, even in areas where levees aren't an issue, there's simply no place for so much water to go. Adding to the mess and misery, trees and power lines seared by the wind. More than 500,000 are without electricity now, a number that continues to grow.
I just didn't think it would be that bad. Everybody was saying it wouldn't be in a tropical storm, that it wasn't going to be bad.
And it's getting even worse because Isaac, an unwelcome guest along the Gulf, refuses to leave.
This afternoon, somebody here in New Orleans described Isaac to me as that uncle who won't get off the couch, stop eating the chips, and just go home. They're really frustrated that the storm has lingered. Louisiana Governor Bobby Jindal saying today, Nick and Vivian, that he doesn't expect these conditions to ease up until sometime late Friday in many areas of the state.
Jay, we appreciate so much you enduring the elements to bring us that report. Obviously, this is going to be continuing for some time.
Uncle Isaac, we'll call it him. Let's get an in-depth look at what's going on right now with Tropical Storm Isaac from our hurricane specialist, Brian Norcross, and Dr. Greg Postel.
All right, thanks, Viv. We've been talking about two different kinds of flooding here, one from the relentless rain and the other from the storm surge.
Right.
And some changes in the storm surge that Greg has been looking into. We'll get to that in a second. First of all, if you're just tuning in, we'll bring you up to date with the 70-mile-an-hour tropical storm, and the pressure is still very, very low for a tropical storm over land, and moving on average northwest at 6, but very, very just creeping.
Walk that fast almost.
Almost. You can certainly run that fast. And at the top of the hour, 35 miles to the south of Baton Rouge. Now, here's the radar, and you can see not much movement at all to the northwest there. And what we've noticed is actually we're seeing some more oranges in our second band. So 1 band, 2 band, 3 bands there. And this one is actually splitting, as Dr. Forbes noted. And then one more over here in Mobile. And this is where the extreme rain is going to be in these bands. But the heaviest